am, friends, Wayne Brown, Mopar brake expert. Well, I think I've gone and done it. I think I've developed one of the products that I'm most proud of. Make a long story short, Ma Mopar got into the big truck world 2008. They introduced the 4500 and the 5500s to compete with the Fords, those Super Duty 450s and 550s, medium duty trucks. They've been around since '99 and they basically own the market. But Ford's had so many problems with their engines, whether it be heads or turbos blowing up. I mean, they just can't get out from under that black cloud. So Ma Mopar jumped in 2008. Of course, they built these medium-sized trucks, got a lot of heavy-duty components, these four-wheel drives. But I bought one of those trucks this summer. Bought me one of these 5500s. I wanted to be the biggest and the baddest. No, that's not true. We had a lot of stuff to carry around, and I've got a big a 27-foot cabin cruiser and a big travel trailer, and I like to load a lot of things and haul a lot of things, so I bought the biggest and the baddest. Well, this fall, I ended up visiting my friend up in Colorado and Utah, and I ended up pulling this great big old huge cabin cruiser about 2,800 miles across the country, all the way over almost to the Grand Canyon, Lake Powell and all that. And what did I do? Wayno does, ram it. Of course, I picked the worst terrain in the United States to haul this big old boat. Yeah, I know people told me I was crazy, but I did it, and it was for a reason. Well, great big old long hills and all that, man, I was looking at that thing. 7.9, 8.0, that was about all I could muster with that big old boat. 10% inclines, 2 or 3 miles. I mean, we're talking about some heavy-duty hills and all that. Yanking that bad boy, it's like 15,000 pounds or whatever. Yeah, it's a heavy big one. Old Sea Ray, top of the line. So anyway, got back here home to Fort Worth, Texas, and I said, man, I tell you what, I said, God darn, there's got to be locking hubs for this thing. Somebody's got to have come up with some locking hubs. Well, what I find out, just like Chrysler's done for decades, since the 70s, they're not real big on locking hubs, never have been real big on locking hubs. Ford, GM, they equip just about every four-wheel drive with locking hubs. Quit dragging that front end, all those gears, all that weight. And not only talk about affecting the gas mileage, I mean, it hammers the gas mileage. Shit, driving my 5500 around is like having the parking brakes slightly on all the time. Not only is it affecting gas mileage, but the wear and tear on that front end, takes out a little bit of its pep, having to turn all that stuff. I mean, it's dragging this thing. So what do? Yes. Ram Man's got to come to a solution. I said, you know what? I have got to come up with some locking hubs for the front of that thing. They got them great big old front axles in there, them 1082s. Those are a lot bigger than Ford uses on the 450 and the 550. They use that what they call that Super Duty or Super 60 Dana 60, whereas that's a great big old axle out there underneath these trucks. So yes, I did it, friends. Here's what you're looking at. You are looking at locking hubs for the 2008 and up Dodge 4500 and 5500s with that great big old 1082 front axle. That is correct, friends. This is new, and it's the only time that it has ever been done. It has not been done before, and I went ahead and did it. That's right, my friends. That's what we've got. Unitized bearing, four-wheel ABS, just like factory, bolts up factory. Gets to use the factory stub shafts. Now, I am going to tell you, there's a couple of 2 secret components that are missing from this video, but you've got the gist. Here's your unit hub right here. Bolts right up like the factory. Here's your locking hub right here. There's some other people out there on the market. They make some of these for the 3/4 ton and the 1 tons, the Dana 60 and that Chrysler 9 1/4, that American axle manufacturing front axle used underneath the Dodge Dualies in 3/4 tons since 2003. But this is for the 4500s and the 5500s. Of course, all those kits by those other manufacturers. Not only is it all involved with all new parts, but you have to change those stub shafts, and that's a whole nother problem. Got to pull that out, get the U-joints pressed out, put in new U-joints, blah, 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 and all that mess. It just, it triples the damn work. Once again, like I said, you do not have to change the axles. I made it so that you don't. That's right, my friends. You do not have to. So, if you know how to do a brake job, replace the hub, and do a brake job and a rotor, if you've got the skills to do that and follow some simple directions, then you can put locking hubs on your medium-sized truck, my friend. And now that Dodge is taking over the world and the market, indestructible drivetrain, got that Cummins diesel, you're seeing fleets everywhere. These 4500s and 5500s are popping up everywhere, and they're stealing that Ford market share. Boy, I see it all the time down here in Texas. All those oil field trucks and all those fleets out there, they're all going to the Dodges. But so my friends, this is absolutely a game changer, and that's why I say this is probably going to be the neatest thing that I've ever done in my life. I've made a lot of products, but I am really, really proud of this one right here. Now, this is a special order gizmo, and of course, like I said, it's never been done before. There is no other product on the market like this. Go ahead and Google it. You're going to come up with zero. So, anyway, all those people out there, they charge a whole bunch of money. They're like $1,800 or $2,200 for those freewheeling hubs for the 3/4 ton and that Dana 60 and the Dualies and the 1 ton and that American axle manufacturer at 9 1/4. Those, like I said, running 18. I think these are going to come in about $1,500. We tool them up, basically make them to order right now till we really get going. Wanted to get this out there on the market before the end of the year, before Christmas. And like I said, you now have an alternative and a great addition to any medium-sized truck. A complete game changer. None of that wear and tear, and just think of the gas mileage. We're already seeing about a 2 increase on my 5500 out there. We haven't even driven it that much. So, all right, my friends, 817-691-5996. Wayne Brown, the Ram Man. Of course, you can also look me up on the web. All right, my friends, if you got any questions, call me and place an order, do whatever, and take us about. We have to put these together from scratch, but we're getting an assembly line going because we expect the demand to throw us into overdrive, to say the least. Happy Moparing, happy Ram trucking, and God bless you and God bless America. Thank you, friends. Bye.